the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Texans going up against the Eagles. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
For the carry, it's Grimes. And some space here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Jameis to throw it. Escape, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They come up in an offset eye. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there. If they don't move as well as you want them to, they're probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
To throw, it's Wentz. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. Now 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl. They're going to go for it on 4th down here. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Peke's got it over the middle. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The 1st down throw for Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Fletcher Cox is a 1st-round pick who has fulfilled his promise. One of the best defensive linemen in the NFL.
On 2nd down, Winston again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Hakeem Hunt, 14 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. And here's Marshall. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
12 yards to go on 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he connects with Ertz. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, nice move. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for it all. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route, going for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And the play clock's running down. On play action, it's Wentz. Steps away. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That was kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him. Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll run with Marshall, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So the offense has it 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 1st and 10, Winston. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Hopkins and man in motion right. Jameis to throw it. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. 3rd and long for Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Let's see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they're going to speed things up here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He's dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Aguilar has it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
This is Marshall. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're on the 5-yard line here, second down and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Keith Marshall in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll come out in the pistol. The slot man in motion right. Final play of the half here, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Play action. Now Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
10 yards still left on second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. And he's got Peake. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 29 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A second down throw for Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school.
And, oh, Jameis intercepted it. And now the rookie's free. A great read, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Wentz. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
On 1st and 10, Winston. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A first down throw for Winston. He's going to take a shot. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game situation. Not quite the same in many cases. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Just go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Halfback sent in motion. Following the interception, Winston. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 23 yards on the play.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Jameis now on first down. Over the middle, Dorsett. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Dorsett making the catch. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. He finds his target, Fuller. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw, Winston. Flushed out right. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
23 yards on the play.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd down, Winston again. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
And the back goes into motion. On 1st and 10, Winston. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And he motions the wide receiver. Jameis now on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. A little under 2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to crown a champion after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the red zone now, Winston. And that's incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with the former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. That is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their big tight end, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans cut into that lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
In motion right comes Matthews. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Matthews. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Now let's go. Boom, landed. 55.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. In motion right is Aguilar. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And now out comes Houston. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Winston now to throw on first down. He's got Fuller. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Completion left side to Miller. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Fuller. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. A first down throw for Winston. And Winston lost the football. Taking it right down Broadway. The 20, 10. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And this defense has been extraordinary all season, and that might just be the cherry on top. What a play there on the fumble recovery touchdown.
Maybe it's time they get a nickname because they've played like the great defenses of the past. The Steel Curtain, Doomsday, the no-name defense. We might have to come up with one for these guys.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Houston. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And this looks to probably be the final play. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. It's caught at the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. And the Lombardi trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.